Okay, how you guys doing? This video is gonna be a little bit different than what you're used to. Obviously, you see me in my streaming setup. You know, I got my headphones on, my one audios, and I have my mic and everything set up because we're going to pretty much focus completely on what I have in front of me, which is HBO Max. HBO Max launched this past week, and I've only logged in once, and I haven't really poked around. So me and you together are gonna take a dive into HBO Max and see what it's like. So let's go ahead and do that. One thing I found a little bit interesting is if you Google HBO Max and click on like one of the sponsored links on Google, it actually leads you here. Do I already have access to HBO Max? And that, I guess that's because there was some confusion for HBO subscribers specifically, and for other people in general, on whether they would have to buy this service separate from their subscription services, which they already have via their cable providers, whatever they may be. Well, this little paragraph tries to help you out with that. However, I will say that in the end, it didn't really work out that well for a lot of people because of how many twists and turns there was to actually being allowed to get HBO Max. Moving back over to HBO Max, you have enjoy 7 days free. Then after 7 days, it is $14.99 a month. So you really have to be on it. You have to take this weekend pretty much right now. If you're signed up for it right now and you're in the free trial, you really need to use this weekend to dive into HBO Max, dive into the content, and see if it's for you. Let's see what you get for your $15 a month. Once you sign in, you're immediately presented with quite a basic screen, and I will say right now that right from the jump, this does not seem like a desktop experience. This seems like something that's built for mobile with the way that this is presented. But if you remember Netflix, then you already know what this is. You can add adults, you can add a kid, you can manage profiles here. So if I click on my profile, I can, well, I don't know what this is supposed to do, but I can change my frame around my name. Okay. I was expecting that to be something more intuitive, but apparently not. Apparently the intuitive part is just, adding people here on the screen. Let's click on my name. I guess it's not too hard to imagine it will look something like this. I'm noticing these very purplish tones everywhere, I guess for the HBO brand. And of course you present it with a little banner of shows to kind of get you going. I have no idea what Love Life is. 3-episode premiere. Okay. My list here, this is from the very first time I logged in this week. I didn't take a real strong look around. I just went straight to the anime because that's what I do. And I added 2 anime to my list. I have some thoughts about this. But as you can see, there's featured series down here. There's Max Originals because they're launching with original series as well. Got Looney Tunes cartoon in the original as a Max Originals. Strange. Looney Tunes has been around for decades, but maybe they made some new content here. And of course, the Not Too Late Show with Elmo. Obviously, that's going to be a comedy thing going. Movies. If you're a movie buff, got a little something here for you. Some feature movies, obviously. Harry Potter, all of them is here. Game of Thrones, obviously, because, you pretty much can't leave them out. And some other interesting series here. None of these which I know much about except for Game of Thrones, actually. Down here in the HBO Max hubs, you got what would be called kind of the bread and butter of this whole thing. What HBO has been touting from the start is that the reason they're going to have so much content is because they're going to have some serious partnership deals, which makes this platform a real contender or competitor for with Netflix, which of course is the Titan, the one that everyone wants to bring down. So in order to do that, they combined up with DC, Cartoon Network, Sesame Workshop, Adult Swim, Crunchyroll, Turner Classic Movies, Studio Ghibli, that's going to be pretty interesting, and Looney Tunes, and combined all that into their already pretty big catalog of HBO's own content that they own to make this huge platform. So coming on down here, we got all kinds of things, rom-com favorites, Max Clubs, okay, edgy animation. I've never actually heard of a category called edgy animation. We know Robot Chicken is about as edgy as you're going to get. There is something for everyone. The question is not if there's something for everyone. The question is if there's enough for you. What do you like to watch? Well, I like to watch anime. I kind of signed up for this thinking that this will replace my subscription with Crunchyroll. But when I clicked on this, I was a little bit confused. And when I first logged in, all I could see was this. All I could see was literally a small portion, maybe 12 or 15 anime. And I was really bummed out. And now I click on it and have things changed? It looks to be more on the page, or maybe not. Nope, not. So this is what I have to work with. This is what you have to work with when it comes to anime. It is scarce. Apparently, the partnership with Crunchyroll, doesn't. It didn't include like the entire catalog that Crunchyroll has. I guess it is time to kind of let's jump into one of these and see what the UI is when you're actually watching something, right? If I click on Explore, double click didn't mean to do that. If I click on Explore, you have titles, episodes, and of course, you know, where you can add something to your list of things you want to keep up on. Add a series to your list that you want to keep up on. Favorite shows. Okay. So let's play one of these. I'm gonna have to mute the audio on this real quick because I don't want demonetization, which I absolutely will get anyways. I'm probably gonna get demonetized anyways. Why even bother? Okay, so this is the UI. Very straightforward. You have your closed captions here for those who need it. Audio, full screen. Your instant 15-second forward or reverse. Okay, and of course the play pause button. Again, you can tell from the UI this is very mobile friendly. Add to my list, you can quickly add it, and of course description. Over on the side here we have a series coming soon. So not so much for anime, but maybe for cartoons and stuff. So if we go over here to Looney Tunes, there we go. Okay, maybe not so much. I said there's something for everyone. Maybe what I should have said is there's a little something for everyone. Let's go into DC. Okay, that's at least a bigger catalog. There's a lot more things going on over here in DC land. From what we can tell, with what's presented here, pretty much if you're looking for content from any of the partner services for HBO that is not already under HBO's flag already, they're not already owned by HBO, maybe they're a company you partner with, like I said, Crunchyroll or any of that, their content will be a little bit scarce. It doesn't look like you're going to get the full content from them on this platform. It's just a little bit, a little bit of those services are sprinkled into HBO's catalog now via the partnerships and deals that they've made for this. And of course, the hope is that that catalog from all the partners and of course HBO themselves will grow over time as it proves itself to be a worthy contender and worth putting in the time and money from all these different companies to add more from their catalog. Again, though, right now, for me, being an anime person, it's kind of disappointing, but from a movie and TV series standpoint, it looks to be pretty solid. It looks to be like a lot of people are going to enjoy this service, and it'll work out just fine for them, especially if they're already added into this service without having to pay anything extra because they're already paying for other HBO services. But it does have a lot of content. If that content is for you or not is going to be up to you. I hope I'm going to go ahead and call it here. For me personally, like I said, I'm a little bit disappointed. I wanted a little bit more from this service in terms of the things that I watch, and it doesn't really have that much of that right now. So I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to keep this service, but I hope I gave you guys some insight on it, and hope it does help you make a decision on whether you want to join in on HBO Max. Take advantage of that free trial. Remember, after 7 days, it is $14.99. So yeah, this is not a sponsored video or anything, or it's just me deep diving into a new subscription service, yet another subscription, as you've heard me say before. So hope you guys did enjoy. I hope I gave you a little bit more info on this service. And if you do like this video, go ahead and hit the thumbs up down below and comment on what your thoughts are on for new HBO Max service. Is it something that interests you, or you're actually going to try it out or not? Or what are the negative things that you already see just from this little bitty video that we did today? Let me know down below. Subscribe if you are not subscribed for actual tech videos. This is not exactly the kind of videos I usually make. And I will see you guys in another video. You have a good one. Bye.